Well, hey there, guys. My name is Cerise Fairfax, and this is my channel. Welcome. Today, we are going to start the first week of the meditation podcast. We are going to do week 1 all the way to week 7. Week 1 is going to be about grounding yourself. Down in the description, I'm going to put what each week is going to be from week 1 to week 7. But let's focus on week 1 right now. We're going to be talking about grounding. Now, for those of you who are joining my channel for the first time, I do random videos, but I mainly focus on relocation, real estate, travel, and tourism and tours, and soul coaching here in the Dominican Republic. And quite frankly, soul coaching all around the world. I do dream analysis. I do meditation as well. So I'm more like a spiritual cat, and I love to share that with all of my viewers. And I welcome you to stick out, hang around, stick out kind of like this piece of hair right here. Speaking of being in the Dominican Republic, well, I today took moto taxi, that's motorcycle taxi, all through town because I had to run a few errands. And so I look like I got a little bit of a curl blowout, and that's all right. We're going to roll with it. I'm wearing red right now for a special reason because the grounding week, we are going to focus on red today. Okay. When you focus on grounding your energy, it means that you are getting balance. You are becoming one with the ground that you walk on. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I know you subscribe to my channel for a various amount of reasons, and meditation may not be one of them, but stick around, check out this video and see if it works for you. Alrighty. So grounding your energy. Oh, wow. A lot of people, they will ask me because I've been doing soul coaching for so many years. So grounding is pretty much just exactly what the word is. Ground. Putting your feet back on the ground again. Not being so high up in the air, worried about things. Sometimes we can get into our minds. When you are not grounded, you will know it because your anxiety will just be going through the roof. Your energy level will be just feeling so low. You won't feel like you are grounded, like you're walking strong. You'll feel like you're flat on the ground. You're not grounded. The energy around you is not balanced. If you are worried about things, if it's difficult for you to make certain decisions that are usually quite easy for you to make because you're worried, you're fearful, if you are wondering too much about negativity, you are not grounded. Now, it's very common. So if that's kind of how your life is every day, then you really should ground every single morning. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Also, if you are a person that thinks negative, and so many people are guilty of that. We think negative sometimes. We worry a lot. Some people, they get this feeling of dread, even though there's no reason to feel that way. They did nothing wrong. They said nothing wrong. They're worried. I used to date this guy, and he often would wake up in the morning afraid to look at the Maestro phone. Back in the day, we used to have Maestro phones, and he was afraid to look at the Maestro phone, the blinking light indicating that there's a message, because he would be so fearful that there would be a negative message. So he would pick up the phone and listen to the messages and be like, okay, nothing negative. And that didn't come from anything except being afraid of offending someone for something that he said, or he was afraid that he did something wrong. And that is living with that feeling of dread. That means he was not grounded at all. After a while of being with me, he started to feel a lot calmer. He started to feel a lot a lot more relaxed. And he even indicated that to me. And I think it was just because of my energy, just because I was the person that really didn't sweat the small stuff most of the time. Now, don't get me wrong. I sweat small things sometimes, but I learned how to ground myself in the moment. Okay, so if you are a person that gets so wound up with worry, so wound up with your heart beating quickly, anxiety, and you don't know why, that simply means that your energy is not balanced. We are all electricity. That's what we are. If we're put in a pool, you, me, a bunch of other people, and we're all in a pool together, and someone throws electricity in that pool that's plugged in, we're all going to become electrocuted. You see, we are spirits first before we are human. We are spirits living the human experience. We are in this flesh, and the flesh is so temporary. It's so temporary. The flesh is just something that is like a capsule. It's like a ship holding our energy. Through this flesh and through the brain and through all the nerves in the body, we can actually survive on earth, right? We have an identifier. This identifies who we are. Because without this, then you really don't know who the other person is unless you sense them. When I'm down the street, walking down the street, someone will see my hair. They recognize me from my hair or my voice. And they're like, oh, Cerise, hey, how are you? Right? Because my voice identifies me. My hair identifies me. And this is how people learn to recognize each other. And we stop paying attention to our intuition, which is going to be part of this 7-week series. We're going to talk about intuition. We're going to talk about the third eye. We're going to talk about knowing ourselves more. But again, let's get back to grounding. And each week, we're going to focus on a different major color. This week, we're going to focus on red, because red is the grounding color. Now, when you are out and about and you feel your anxiety going through the roof, take a moment, breathe in, hold it, count to 3, and then let it out. As you are breathing in, focus on the color red. Some people say red means anger. No, it doesn't. It represents love. It is a color of self-love. It is a color of Valentine's Day. It's the color that you can really rely on because it's present and in your face. It represents stop. Stop right now, focus, and don't allow that thought to go any further. That anxiety that is taking over you, that feeling of dread that is just tormenting your emotions. Stop. You want to see that color red. You don't need to be focused on all that negativity. Allow the positivity to flow through you. Now, I know a lot of people out there that have that anxiety. That is just their ego attacking them. That anxiety that you're having for no reason, that is your ego attacking you. Okay? Fear, whatever it is that's taking over you. Now, of course, there are some moments in life where we have clear and present real danger or real reasons to be anxious. But even then, we have to realize that this moment is going to pass. This too shall pass. What that means, simply put, is we live in a world where there is birth, life, and death. There's the beginning, the middle, and the end. And everything goes through its own process. Nothing is permanent here on earth. Not the seasons and not anything else. Everything grows and then dies. Trees, even a chair is built, and then after a while with age, it breaks. A home, everything, clothing, everything is temporary on earth. And so you must remember that when you are going through even a real problem. You know, I mean, some people, they have that anxiety for no reason at all, because there is that ego and that addiction to fear. And you got to get rid of that. And how you get rid of it is through grounding yourself. When there are real problems going on, whether you got problems at work, you have problems with finances, you have problems with a relationship, problems with your health, this too shall pass. And you have to remind yourself of that. And that's why you should focus on red. When any of those problems start seeping in, see red right here in your mind's eye. Close your eyes and just allow the red to burst into your mind. Allow your brain to be triggered, your mindset to not take on the negative energy that is trying to take over you. All right? Grounding yourself really takes work. It does. You're not going to feel like the anxiety is going to go away immediately. Remember when I said there's a process to everything? Same thing when it comes to exercising the body. When you want to start working out in the gym, you don't get muscles overnight. So the same thing happens with the brain, the mind. You have to strengthen the mind with practice. And then eventually it gets better and better. Today we are going to do a meditation. We are going to focus on red. We're going to focus on grounding. We're going to let go of a lot of anxieties. Okay, we're going to do a few minutes of meditation together. Let's do that now. Okay, so I just put a little bit of soft music in the background, some really nice sounds for meditation, and it helps to awaken the spirit. It helps to ring to the core of who you are. All right, now what I'm going to do is direct you. I have the microphone in my hand, so it's a little difficult for me. And if I put the microphone on my lapel, you're not going to get the sound as much. And when I start to meditate, I actually start to speak lower. So you may have to turn your television up, but I'm going to put this on my lapel right now. I'm going to try to speak down into it, just so I can make it easier for you as well. Now, what I want you to do first is get your energy built up. How you do that, how you feel your own energy, is just go like this with your hands. Continue to do this. Pull away, push in. When you pull away and push back in, I want you to focus on the energy right here in your hands. In the palm of your hands, hold your two hands up, facing them together like you are in a prayer motion. And cup your hands as they come in together, like you're holding a tennis ball with two hands. You're going to feel the heat. And again, it all takes practice. But once you start doing it more, you're going to start feeling heat. Some of you may feel it immediately. Some of you may not feel it immediately. And you may feel like you're not feeling it at all. But it takes time. Give yourself time. Be patient with yourself. But do this. Eventually you will feel a little bit of air between the palms of your hands. Keep your hands moving together. Open wide. Push your hands back together. You want to focus on the middle of your palms. There's a lot of energy there. Now what I need you to do is just close your eyes. We're going to start focusing on our breathing now as we continue to move our hands together. Now what I want you to do is breathe in through your nose. Hold it for 3 seconds and then breathe out of your mouth, all while you're doing the motions with your hands. Let's do it together. Breathe in through your nose. Hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Out your mouth. Now I want you to put your hands in the prayer motion, in the prayer position. Keep your eyes closed. Now there may be noises and sounds around you that you may not be able to get rid of. Don't allow those noises to bother you. There may be some thoughts that are going through your head from the past, from today, worries about the future. Allow them just to be there for a second. It's difficult to remove thoughts out of your mind. Let them sit there for a moment. Now let them pass. Focus on the spot between your eyebrows. I'm going to point to it, and I want you to touch that spot as well. The spot between your eyebrows, above your nose. That's called the third eye. Press it. Now remove your finger. You have just activated your meditation. I want you to focus on that spot and envision the color red. Some of you may see a bright red. Some of you may see a dark red, so dark that it's crimson, burgundy, so dark that it's like mahogany. It doesn't matter what shade of red it is. Just imagine the shade of red that is with you and take it in and feel it. Now we are going to breathe in again and hold it for 3 seconds. But before we breathe in, I want you to take that thought, whatever thought is in your mind, whether it is from the past that's haunting you, something that happened today in the present, or a fear that you have about the future. Breathe it in, hold it for 3 seconds, and blow that thought out. Let's do it together through our nose. 1, 2, 3. That thought does you no good. That thought is not helping you to progress in life. That thought is not based on truth. It's not based upon love. It's based upon fear, sorrow, resentment, anxiety. Remove it from you. Now hold your hands up in front of you, palms facing outward. Now I want you to focus on a positive thought, the opposite of your fear, whatever makes you anxious. If you're worried about a relationship, don't envision the fear around it. Envision the positivity around it. What makes you feel happy? What is it that you want to happen? You may be worried that the relationship will end. Imagine the opposite. Imagine that the relationship is happy, fruitful. You're laughing. You're holding hands. You're having a wonderful meal together. You are enjoying life. You're loving each other. Imagine that the relationship is healthy. Maybe it is that you don't have a relationship and you are afraid that you're going to be single forever. Imagine that you are meeting the perfect person. Your spirit is attracting the person that is going to comfort you, match your energy, genuinely love you. You feel safe embracing them. You feel safe and secure falling in love. Perhaps your fear is about money. Your finances are weighing heavy on your mind. You are afraid that you won't be able to pay your bill payments. Money is low. Your credit card is piling up. Your mortgage payment may not be paid. You have a very big fear that money is escaping you. Stop thinking that way. Imagine the color red. Imagine love all around you. You are now attracting money. Money is being showered upon you. You are like a magnet for money. Money is coming towards you. You are no longer repelling money. You are attracting money. Every dollar bill, every peso, every coin has your name on it that is coming towards you. Imagine you are being showered with money. Your bank account is piling up. You don't know where this money is coming from, but it is being gifted to you by the universe. Open your heart to accepting this gift. Stop blocking yourself from receiving your blessings. Money is coming your way. You don't know where it's coming from, or maybe you do. It could be an inheritance, a lawsuit that is taking long to come in. Now you are magnetically bringing it towards you. The energy in your body is no longer fearful. You are grounding yourself to the energy of the earth, and you are focused on getting your blessings. Perhaps you're worried about your job and you're fearful that you will be fired. Maybe you did nothing wrong, but the company itself is closing down or letting go of staff. Look at this as a blessing in your life. It's giving you the opportunity to be open to higher blessings around you. Do not fear it. Embrace it. A world of opportunity is about to be bestowed upon you, and you deserve this. Your spirit has been dreaming it. God has been wanting to place this positivity in your life. You've been blocking it through fear and through the challenge of not wanting change. Challenge yourself differently and open yourself to the world of possibilities. There is a perfect job out there waiting for you. There's perfect employment, and it's yours to discover. Perhaps you are afraid because you're ready to leave your job and start your own business, but you are afraid that it's not time. You are afraid that maybe it will not work out according to your plan. Perhaps you are afraid that Customers will not come in. People will not buy your product, your service, your treatment. You're worried and you're scared. Release that worry and that fear. Embrace your worthiness. Embrace the reality that this is your idea. Therefore, the electricity in you, the vibration around your mind, around your soul, has brought you this idea, has gifted you this possibility. And now is the time for you to move forward and embrace it. Your health may be concerning you. You are in a position where you feel like your back is sore. Your muscles are aching. Your nerves are pinched. Perhaps you had an accident, a major injury, and your value of life does not feel the same. Focus on healing. Go to the energy source. Go to the pain source. And imagine light clearing out the inflammation. Imagine that you have the power to heal yourself. Visualize the vibration of healing going through your body, all the way from the top of your hairs on your head, down to your neck, your shoulders, your arms, to the tips of your fingers, down your back, all the way down to the back of your legs, your buttocks, your calves, your hamstrings, your heels, the bottom of your feet, your toes, going back up your legs through the front, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your belly, your chest, back up to your shoulders and your neck, your face, back up to the top of your head. Imagine light healing you. A rainbow of colors, vibrant, beautiful, shiny, cleaning out your system. Red flowing all through your body, stopping any process of poison and pain. Healing is now taking place, and health will take over the hurt. Go inside your organs, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your gallbladder, your liver, your spleen, your cervix, also your prostate. Imagine red all in there, cleaning everything out. Your blood is being renewed, whether it is an injury, cancer, or something that is unexplainable. It has no right being in your body. It needs to leave. Tell it can go now. You're not fighting it any longer. You are releasing it. You are showing that it needs to leave. Through your love, it will exit your body. Take in a deep breath. Whatever your fear is, take it in, hold it for 3 seconds, and then breathe it out. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do it again, and as we do it again, feel your body release it. Feel the muscles in your shoulders relax. Breathe in the problem, hold it, tell it that it needs to leave now because there's no more room for it. Tense up, hold your breath for 3 seconds, and then feel your body release through all the muscles in your shoulders and your neck and your stomach and your legs and your feet, like an elastic, tensing and releasing. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3. Feel the tingling sensation in your palms. If you cannot hold your arms up, rest them on your legs with your palms up. Allow the energy vibration go through your body, a red light of energy moving through your body, a bright light shining like a Christmas light all through your body, like a stoplight. It's stopping any negativity. It's stopping fear. It's stopping anxiety. We will end the meditation with a prayer. Creator, we come to you. We know that we are spirits here living this human experience. The human experience is sight, sound, touch, emotions. We ask you, Creator, to help us gain control over these wonderful gifts. Allow us to understand that these gifts are powers. They're powerful. Sometimes they take over us and control us, but we have to learn how to keep them under control. And we ask you, please, Creator, remind us each and every day that we have that ability to do it. We command the negative to fall by our wayside, not to take over us and control us. We have the power to command our emotions to relax and not overpower us. We use the color red to remind us of love and peace and the power that we have in order to remove the negative away from us. We must stop and appreciate. Stop and remember good times. Stop and remember we are worthy of more. We ask these things in your beautiful name, Creator, for we know that we are the image of you, and we must remember that we are spirit and not take this physical too seriously. This is an experience that we're going through, an experiment in this human form. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for lessons. Now I'm going to ask you to put your hands together in the praying motion. Put them in front of you and open them up. Receive all light and love. Breathe in deep. Hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. Now open your eyes. Oh, guys, for me, that was really wonderful. I heard my neighbors making noises, and there's always going to be some distraction in life. I initially wanted to do this video at 6 o'clock in the morning when everything is quiet, and the only thing you would have heard was the rooster doing its cock-a-doodle-doo. I live in the Dominican Republic, and I live in the natural neighborhood, not in the tourist area. So it is dinner time. Families are enjoying themselves right now, and everything is quite beautiful. So hopefully you too heard the noises, but they didn't disturb you. And if they did, then you can work on that through stopping your frustration and distraction. Always look at distraction as a moment to pay attention to the interruption. Guys, I thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoy this type of meditation and this type of inspiration, please take a moment to subscribe. It's free to do so, 100% free. And if you don't want to pay, then don't press join. Just press subscribe. And when you press subscribe, go ahead and hit that bell for all notifications, and you will be notified when I upload another video, either on this podcast or my other podcasts about relationship tactics. Or if you're looking to relocate to the Dominican Republic where I specialize, then let me know, because I can help you with consultations. Dream series, I also analyze dreams, because dreams predict the future. Dreams predict reality. Our dreams, they take us to the past. They hold us in the future, and they tell us about the future as well. They also help us with the present. So, if that's your type of thing, take a chance on me. Go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, it's for free. And I look forward to seeing you again. Dios te bendiga. That means God bless you in Spanish. And also, take care of yourself. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you for meditating. This is the week 1. Remember, red, stop, and focus. Take care, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys next week.